Welcome to Burning Bright, a weekly podcast presenting poetry and prose from Passenger. We used to talk about the freshman 10, that weight gain that so many 18-year-olds picked up when they went off to college. This year, a lot of us have been talking about and living with the COVID 10, that weight gain that so many of the rest of us picked up from having little to do these past several months but cook and eat. For those of us that think a lot about food, a few poems. Miles Kuhn is the founding director of the Palm Beach Poetry Festival, and today serves as the president of that festival's board. He says, "Poetry stops me in my tracks and in its tracts." I used to think my days began while I ate breakfast and read the newspaper. My poem, Preparing Breakfast, says, stay awake to what you're doing, everything you're sensing. Here's Miles Kuhn's Preparing Breakfast from Passenger, issue 50. I lose myself in the slow peeling of my morning banana, the bed of bran flakes waiting for each disc to fall from the small red knife, every starry-eyed slice some kind of miracle. Zen in the art of blueberry sprinkling, not thinking when the ripe peach yields its juice to steel. I swear I can see the origins of life in the pit, its surrounding flesh, and in milk spilt to the bowl with the articulation of my wrist. On the surface of the spoon, my face rests before I lift it to my lips. Miles Kuhn's poem, Preparing Breakfast, from Passenger, issue 50. Peter Harris taught at Colby College for 40 years. His poem, In Praise of Iceberg Lettuce, grew out of a speech he gave supporting the gay marriage law in Maine. He said, "It occurred to me that at least iceberg lettuce realizes its potentiality, whereas we humans are constantly betraying our own deepest nature, which is compassion." Here's Peter Harris's In Praise of Iceberg Lettuce. Now, iceberg is just so last century, hopelessly prior to our current romaine, arugula, field green regime. Yet we and iceberg share 44% of our DNA. Unlike us, its perfect pale green head never feels it necessary to speak. If it could, iceberg might say language is the consolation prize for those who don't fulfill their potential. Those who live afraid of the quieting knife, those in jails of flesh, behind bars of bone, grown to hide hearts no longer content, no longer green. In Praise of Iceberg Lettuce by Peter Harris, from Passenger, issue 52. After a career as a public school speech pathologist, Shirley Brewer got a couple more degrees. An MFA, and a diploma in mixology, she refers to it as passing the bar, and now considers herself licensed to mix both martinis and metaphors. She says that every poem is an internal adventure, the poet inviting the reader to experience the depth of her or his vision. She likes Carl Sandburg's definition of poetry as the journey of a sea animal living on land, waiting to fly in the air. In 2017, Passenger published Shirley Brewer's book, A Little Breast Music. Hear from that book, To a Lemon. I'm a sucker for tang, the way you click with gin in plush hotels and honky-tonks, while limes shrivel in their skins. You give yellow a good name, tease my sweet martini. Sugar blunts your thrill. Your seeds anoint my summer. Still, life paints you pretty beside the blue ceramic mug. Wedge or slice, you're a spunky star. Your pulp, your zest, your wicked scent. Even on dark days, lemon, you lift my melancholy. To a Lemon by Shirley Brewer, from her book, A Little Breast Music. One more Shirley Brewer poem. Wings to Go. Every 2-bit corner in my neighborhood offers carryout. Remove what you want from the premises. In front of a Wings to Go banner, I order some purple ones, fixed to my shoulders. A pair of props lifting me high above neon billboards, last chance sales, chain stores, battered laundromats, bingo palaces, flea market free-for-alls, going 1, going 2, going 80, going out of business, this time it's for real. I'll leave behind the gristle, fatty skin, excess bone, and the plastic jar of hot sauce. Soar like a goddess, relinquishing the coop. Wings to Go by Shirley Brewer. Shirley's definition of shame is a bare wrist. To buy a little breast music, or to learn more about Passenger and its commitment to writers over 50, go to passengerbooks.com. You can download Burning Bright from Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, and various other podcast apps.
I'm Joyce Ritchie, a Passenger board member. On behalf of Kendra, Mary, and all of us at Passenger, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you who made a year-end gift of support. Your contributions will help keep Passenger burning bright in all of 2021. Thank you.
For Kendra, Mary, Christine, Roseanne, and the rest of the Passenger staff, I'm John Shore.